right now to the production has become, it was a pretty long way. Not knowing what we're in for, we had a pretty small rig which was comparable to, or even smaller than the warm-up rig that we have this year. We had to basically provide all the equipment that we needed locally and then bring it over to the venue to the production that it has become right now.
Basically how CrossFit started in the States, that's how we started, and it's just grown massive. It's just exploded, and I mean, the years to come, it's just going to get bigger and bigger.
There's no way one can even compare these regionals to like 2 years ago. So I think every year we just like going up, and in a while will be something to reckon with, I think.
Yeah, it's the evolution of the sport. There's a lot of great competitors and a lot of great athletes out there, and it's good for the sport, so we can ensure that it grows.
I'm going there, putting everything on the floor. I've trained a lot for this, I've worked hard for this, so I'm putting it all out on the workout floor.
But Nicole, Seymour, are you winning 6 years?
I've got 2 kids, and yeah, for me it's extremely hard. My husband is obviously there every single morning, and he wakes up to no wife in his bed. My kids, they're always in the gym and they say, "Oh, mommy, you're the fittest, you're the fittest." Hopefully one day I will be the fittest.
It took me about 6 months to get my first muscle up, but just learned myself. At our gym, we had a pair of rings and then carried on practicing, and that is how they look.
3, 2, 1, go!
A couple of big surprises on both the men's and women's side, and we'll start with the men's side where Jason Smith ends day 1 atop the leaderboard.
But I'm glad to get the win. That's all I wanted. Come out, give it 100%, get the win, and I did that.
Celeste Engelbrecht, you really can't ask for a better start than she had.
4 points over the course of 3 events.
I knew Nicole was going to be my biggest competition now. I think the rest of the weekend it will be her and I battling.
There we go, Celeste back 155 pounds.
How many CrossFit boxes are there in Namibia?
2.
There's 2?
Yeah.
How did you find one of them?
Online.
I started doing CrossFit through mixed martial arts as a strength and conditioning for fighting, and then just loved it so much I just quit fighting. I trained at Ballistics CrossFit in Somerset West with Neil Scholes for 2 years, and then I decided to open my own box in Namibia.
I was approached by one of the co-owners of CrossFit in Namibia, and that was before the box opened, and he asked me whether I would be interested to join CrossFit. I didn't at the time know what CrossFit was, so as soon as the box opened I joined the box last year in January.
I've always been in an athletics background, rugby, weightlifting, and then a friend of mine introduced me to CrossFit at my workplace actually. That's how I got into it.
When I started, no one knew what CrossFit was, and I absolutely loved it. I knew that it would be great. People would have a blast doing it, and the athletic potential that it holds for athletes.
How do you decide which of you guys gets the flag?
Whoever's best in that one gets it.
All right.
Deep got it in the snatches. I got it in the handstand walks. We already know who's better at what.
I've been competing my whole life. I've been doing martial arts for 12 years. Then I stopped at 24 years of age. Then I found CrossFit last year.
Initially when I started with just one guy. He was my friend Kareem, who's actually competing here.
I was actually a tennis player, one of the top players in my country, and a Grand Slam player. My new sport is CrossFit, so it changed my life and it got me fitter and fitter in my 30s than when I was in my 20s.
After this event I got to know a lot of people and meet a lot of affiliates and stuff, so definitely this is our first year, and I feel that we're connected.
They're starting to grow. Romi's doing a great job publicizing CrossFit, but then again, CrossFit in any country is CrossFit.
Excuse me. Can I ask you what that's all about?
It's my birthday. My daughter stuck it in my shoe this morning, so put it on my belt so I don't lose it. Good luck, Chuck.
First time I competed was 2010, and I tried the handstand push-ups facing a wall. That's how I practiced it. And when it got too vain, I told me it's not a rep. So I turned around and crash and burn. And from that day on, I made myself promise I will not let handstand push-up get the better of me.
It's freaking amazing. It's like those moments when you die, but you still want to go back for more. It's awesome. The CrossFit is my community now, it's my family because I'm far away from my home. So they've gotten to be my brothers and sisters and my family around. So yes, I met a lot of people.
We had over 300 requests this year to volunteer. in a region like ours, we're literally at a fraction of affiliates that other regions have.
I saw on the website that volunteering was open. I thought I had to take the chance. And I got into a bus, 13 hours, came straight here, helped out the 28th.
And I think that CrossFit gave us a lot. As people, gave us a very nice job that we wake up doing. A very nice thing that you're passionate about. But the least you can do is pay back for the community and volunteer for it at least once a year.
Like everyone is working hard to put a sign or to put a sticker or to just, you know, move equipment around or judge or whatever. So it's an amazing community worldwide. So.
We are CrossFitters and we've been hearing about it, but so it only makes sense for you to come and actually experience it. It's here, why not? We don't live too far, so it makes sense for us to be here to help out, to just experience the vibe around the area as well.
It's absolutely invaluable to have people that by themselves do the job they do.
My first regionals was last year, and I don't think I think we might have clocked maybe 1,000 spectators for the finals on the Sunday. We're knocking nearly 2,000 spectators over the weekend each day, which we've never had before. It's been so cool.
On the men's side of things, we actually had a shake-up at the top of the leaderboard.
Gaddy has the lead, but he has to maintain it, which is a huge deal in a region that just has one qualifying spot.
I came into this regionals knowing that the event will suit me, but it wasn't going to come easy, so I had to just push.
My first Olympic lift was in the Open this year, 14.1. We just started this year with CrossFit, and there was this thing called Olympic lifting, and I had to get into it.
The last event, that 64 pull-ups, overhead squats, it is one for the books. It looks like an easy workout, but it's proven to undo a lot of people.
Seymour moves from third to second, had absolutely a hell of a day. 2 first place finishes, one on event 4 and one on event 5.
From the age of 4, I was a gymnast, and yeah, all the way through my childhood, I was extremely interested in sports. I grew up on a farm, so that was a huge big thing, climbing trees, throwing things, playing with my brothers, doing things that kids should be doing these days.
You know what, it's pretty cool. When I was younger, I saw Nicole in the fitness magazine and I was like, Mom, I want to look like this girl. So, you know, she's been a role model for me when I was younger, and yeah, it's pretty cool competing against her. She's very inspirational.
And I think that's a big reason why I enjoy CrossFit so much, because it takes you back to your childhood and it takes you back to every single day activities that people should be able to do.
She makes it to the net!
On the women's side, this thing came right down to the wire, and at the end of the day, it's Celeste Engelbrecht who will be going to the CrossFit Games.
You know, I'm going to go there and I'm going to give it my best shot. I think there won't be as much nerves, and yeah, I want to show them, listen, Africa's got some talent.
On the men's side of things, we're going to have another first-time representative at the CrossFit Games. It's Quinton Z. Van Rooyen.
Honestly, this is surreal. The pressure's been there the whole weekend. But now it's just go consolidate and run it off. I mean, and just have fun towards the end. I brought a whole bunch of my friends with and family and everything. So the guys have supported us all through the weekend, and it's really awesome just to be Namibian and be here. Absolutely.